So today we are doing some suspension work. Hey, check out those new lights. I know some of you are dying to see the the adjustment video and the what they look like at night. We'll see that later. Man, springtime. It's killing me. Anyways, what we're replacing? These are your axle pivot bushings. Mine on the driver's side are squished out, and it actually looks like the axle is like up like this. I don't know, it's really weird. It looks off center. Looks like some of the rubber's probably squished out from here and it's coming down here. I don't have any particular suspension noise, even with the polyurethane bushings I have for my sway bar. Nothing squeaks. I don't feel any scrapes or scratchiness. It's just that the rubber is starting to deteriorate, and I'm about to go on a 1,600-mile road trip with this thing. You know, a little roadkill style. You take an old truck or car and put a lot of freaking miles on it in one run and see how many times it breaks down and how many times you have to repair it. This, I've kind of done a lot of the repairs, like fuel hoses and carburetor and all kinds of stuff. So it's like a brand new truck pretty much, and it rides like a brand new truck. But I think it's going to ride just a little bit better with these and probably handle a lot better on the streets. And for a truck, it handles pretty good. I can go on the side roads and stuff, you know, having front and rear sway bars. It holds its own onto the road, you know, for what it is. So I have a lot of fun driving it. Just wish I had a manual transmission, a little bit shorter gear set in it instead of a 3-to-1. But anyways, bushings. We're going to try and use this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do one. I've never done this job before, so I'm going to do one side. I'm going to do the driver's side, and then if it works out for me, I'm going to show you how to do the passenger side. So that's how we're going to do this. Okay, so getting the axle out is pretty easy. I'll go over with the other side, how I did it. Most of the stuff I have under here is 18mm, like the shock nut and bolt. The sway bar end links are all 18, both nut and bolt. The strut rod bushing nut, or radius arm, strut rod, whatever you want to call it, is a 1 1/8. You probably want to use an impact on that. I don't have a socket big enough, but I have a Duralast wrench that's that big. So these aren't too bad. There's that plastic spacer, outer bushing, big washer. I put an anti-seize on there. I took it off earlier. Put some anti-seize on there. So that came out pretty easy. Did not do the other side. I used a sledgehammer to knock that off, and then I used that to hold the axle from bouncing. Pop that little some bitch out, and I believe that was an 18 as well. Or actually, no, it was a 7/8. So I got the old bushing out, got a new one, and I had to do some grinding and stuff and manipulating this metal, and I finally got that bastard to pop right in there. This tool is useless for popping them out, but if you use a big enough socket, you can just hammer them right out. But going in is a bit tricky. This one I'm going to have to work on a little bit. That one we're going to have to grind that down. Basically how I got mine started is to get it in there, and then what you do, get yourself an air chisel, and just this side here on this one was a real pain in the ass. So start it here, and then once you get that where it started, freaking get your little ball joint press in here and just crank it down. Make sure it's nice and straight. Maybe start it at an angle and then go straight. And it went pop, went right in there. So we got a new bushing there. We just got to clean this one up and we'll use it on the other side. That's why I was doing this the first time. That way I don't have a whole lot to edit. So anyways, we got that out. I'm thinking I'm going to take when I'm done, well, I'm pretty much done with that one. I'm going to bring it over somewhere, lay some cardboard down, and I'm going to brake clean the crap out of it and get it nice and clean. Or actually, no, I'll just leave this oil coating on here, because look at the paint. It's like, it's all still there. It's not rotted or nothing. So the leaky oil pan and whatnot save this axle from rot. Now, On the newer trucks, they have the camber caster adjuster. Actually, it's more like caster, or actually no, camber. Sorry. They have a little thing in there. Well, I thought mine was not adjustable, but as it turns out, it's right there where you can't get to it. So I'm sure the people at the alignment shop are going to love this one. And check the ball joints out; they're all good. Now that I got this side in, I'm going to get something to drink because I am thirsty. And I'm gonna get this axle put in, and then we'll go ahead and put the other one in. Basically, all the bolts. The one that holds the strut or the axle pivot on the other side in, that came out like a piece of cake with the air impact. And as you can see, I have a slow drip. That's been dripping for about a couple hours now. So it's got a small drip. I have some stuff to fix that. So in case I didn't show you, we'll show you this old bushing again. And it's pretty crappy. So that's that. Freaking, I was just hammering on everything and stuff started falling off. This fell off. Let's look at this. How are we looking? Okay, we got a little split here. You know, I think we can get a few more miles out of that. Look at that. That's not bad. I've seen some trucks where this is like worn through because they these bushings have just gone so bad that they started wearing in the metal. Oh yeah, I'm running with that. Run what you brung. Check out the suspension, yo. Ah, what size was this? Was I using 18? No. Was I using 7/8? Hell no. What the hell was I using? Thought I had all my sockets transferred over, but apparently not. Alright, let's do this. Yep. Should get new lug nuts. Should. America's Tire Company. Come give me new lug nuts. Check the tire pressure. Check tires for balance. All those nuts I'm just gonna go missing. Okay. First thing we're gonna need is tools and also a jack, which I failed to bring over. Wow, look at these sway bar bushings. These things are done. Okay. Well, I think we're gonna get the big bitch out of the way. I'll show you what I mean. It's the strut rod bushing nut back here. There we go. Let's see. Just get that started. Oh wow. It's breaking free already. Well, I'll tell you how to put these back on around here. You might get to a point where you're gonna need a couple hands. Alright, I'm gonna put you on the tripod. It's gonna be a lot of grunting. I like grunting. Old man sounds from 22-year-old. Nice and long. I like the slow drip of oil. Coming from the backside of my open. Nothing else is dripping to the backside. That's okay. I'll fix it. I can fix it for the ground. I got some black cotton. Squirt up in there. Okay, well that. Come up easy other. Baby blaster got into half the nut there, so. Alright. Yeah, clean the threads up. I'm gonna pop the bushing out so we don't miss anything. I haven't seen this side before, so Plastic spacer's good. This is the other back side of the bushing. It all looks good. I might just clean them up. Okay, that's ready to come out. We're gonna go ahead and let's see, can I really get you in here? I can, just barely. Most of it you're gonna see is light, so the camera's gonna, you know, black all this out. This I believe is a 7/8. It's kind of a big socket. I've got some impact here. I just used a big ratchet and a nice sledgehammer. Put a jack under here and get your sledgehammer in there. I'll show you how to do that in just a moment. I can't believe these are so easy to come up. Look at that. It just came right out. It's like it wants to be taken apart. Damn it. Let's see, 7/8? Are we a 7/8? Yes, we are. Let's kind of get this like that. Do yourself a favor. Get an 8-pound sledge. I'm actually not going to put a jack on it this time. I've got a little magnetic tray I'm putting my stuff in. Okay, I need an 18mm long ratchet. So 18mm on that, and I have an 18 right here. This is kind of an awkward angle here. Yeah, but, and that's all mine. It didn't have to wait. You wouldn't have to do this process. This out. Oops. Okay. Put the magnetic tray. Washer on this is actually supposed to go on the rubber bushing side, so this is now not connected. Next thing we're going to do is remove the brake caliper. This is why we have a bungee cord. The other side I had was a 14, and this is a 14. Get that steering right out of the way. That's all gooey. Oh, this moves pretty good. Aren't you gonna leave that in there for now, because I need to hammer this. We might need some new threads there. The bolt's kind of cattywampus. Of course, it always goes flying up to a point where I can hardly reach it. Again, put that in the tray. Some tight fit, Captain. I'm gonna take these brake pads out so they don't fall out, get damaged. I don't feel like buying new ones right away. I hang that up on the shock tower. I would appreciate if this would cooperate with me. The other side didn't interfere with it. There, that's out of the way. Hoping that doesn't go anywhere. There's no stress on the hose. Nut and bolt tray. Oh, okay. Okay, here's our shock. This one, you're going to want the jack again, because earlier this axle dropped on me pretty good. Well, it didn't damage anything, it didn't do anything to me, but it did scare the crap out of me though. When you put this back in, use a ratchet. I stripped out the one side on accident, so I'm gonna have to find a nut for this one to go through. Ta-da! Throw your bolts in your little tray. Shock is undone, this is undone. I'm going to leave this up here, because now we're going to go do... Okay. Oh, that's tightening it. This isn't going to go as fast as the other one did. So it's an 18 and like a... I don't know what the hell it is on the other side. That's a big bolt. That's a huge bolt. That's out of the way. I'll get some stuff out of the way here. Well, it's coming a little bit. The bushing's a little stuck in there. Stand back. Oh, there we go. That bushing's just a little worn. It's a little oblong. Oh, there's the axle. piss. Oh. Stupid Les Schwab doesn't use a freaking thingamajigger. Okay. Hey, that rod's not worn out. That's good. This one doesn't look too bad. The new one might actually go in straight this time. But I just see I kind of unrounded that, so I'm gonna have to grind it. Just hammer it out. Don't even bother. And then when you go to put it in, make sure it's straight. So I actually need to. Oh, I was gonna show you. So it's just nasty. I've seen worse though. I've seen ones where all the rubber was moved to one side and the bolt was like up here. So I guess mine are pretty good compared to some. Yeah, original bushings. Gotta go. Let's hammer out. Oh, I can do this. Okay, I'm gonna tilt the axle like this. Seems like I want to rest like this, and you can see this? Yep, you can. Just do that. That's a little too big. Where's the one that fit in there just perfectly? I had something that fit in there perfectly. Here we go. I used a pickle fork, the incorrect one. So it's like this comes out just super easy. Oh yeah, this is like straight. This has a freaking collar on it. Oh, the rubber came right out. Okay, I see how it is. There goes the metal. Yeah. I don't want to freaking steering knuckle. Oh, that's okay. This might work, I guess. Let's see. The other one came out a lot easier than this. There. On the energy suspension kit, they want you to reuse the outer shell. So you would have to clean that up pretty good. But look at that bushing. That thing's junk. That's worse than the other. Garbage. Throw it away. It sucks when I make it. It's nice. Oh, let's go in. It looks like you're going straight. What the hell, man? I ended up starting this with the chisel. So I may need to revert to that method. That's what she said here. I think it's gonna work. So what did I do? Yeah, there we go. Okay. So, the ball joint kit. I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to show you this properly, but looks like we're going to have to go this way. And what I did, I think I did something like this. Put that on there. Wow, the other side's all crooked. I don't understand. I wonder if that axle's all fucked up. It's weird because like you have like this one side is like at an angle and the other one's flat, and then you're trying to put it in at an angle. That's why this one got messed up, and I didn't double check it. But this is all gonna go in straight, so I'm pressing the fucker in. Ratchet. Oh, so I'm like, bring my guns here. Hot. You mic. Have a seat. I have a brain board. This one's just not in. I want to keep on this one go. Another pot. I'm gonna put it in like a Tom and Jerry. Yep. That went all the way through. I'm happy with that. Wow, that went together so much easier. So the driver's side axle probably, maybe they're a little crooked to begin with. See, this one didn't want to catch, but it's this side that's a bitch. You got to get them in straight. If they're not in straight, you're going to be fighting them. That's what I did with the driver's side. This, luckily the passenger side was a piece of cake. What the hell? Frick, I could have been done with this in like, this job would have taken me 2 hours total. Now it's been about 4 hours. Whatever. No more bitching. We got it in. You really should replace these strut rod bushings. Or radius arm. I keep saying strut. I'm sorry. But I don't have new ones. And my main goal was to get these out. These are big. These are a big deal. But these are still, in my mind, acceptable to a degree. I think ideally it would be a great idea to replace these right now. But the problem is, I don't know who has these. Most of them you have to order. So, we're going to see if these will make it through the my little adventure I've got planned. That's the wrong way to put that in. So we're going to smash that back on there, maybe turn it around a little bit so it's at a different spot. they're a little goofy, but once they get squished down, the alignment will be fine. But they're not bad, they're not cracked. Well, they're not split open and falling apart, so we're gonna run with those. And if they have to be replaced, I got a little shut down the street, I'll just pay them, you know, $100 or something, and and then they're done. And then ask them if I can video record it. So, anyways, we need to get this axle back in here. And the thing I want to inspect, especially on a Rust Belt truck, you want to check this big hole. This looks pretty good. It's got nice wear on it. It's not too terrible. Check your shocks. These are fairly new. I've had these in here for a couple years now, so they've just barely got about 10,000 miles on them. So these aren't wet. They're just a little dirty. Bushings up here are nice. I want to get some stiffer bushings for that, make the shock a little more effective. And as you can see, I have not tightened this side yet. The reason why you don't want to do that is because you don't want to stress the bushings. Because when the axle goes up, that bushing is going to twist. So what you do is you wait till you get it on the ground, you move it back and forth, let the suspension settle, and then you go ahead and tighten them down. I don't know the specs, but I'm going to snug them up real good. And then the actual plate that these go into will squeeze on the bushing collar. This little guy here, it'll clamp on it, and then the rest of this will just be supported by that bushing. So I wonder how that's going to drive now. It's probably going to keep the axles from doing this. So we got both sides. Again, it would be nice to get these, but I forgot to order them when I was at the parts store. So, oh well, and I don't feel like going out looking for someone who has them, because I don't feel like getting in my new car like this. Gotta change, take a shower. Screw that. There we go. Free egg. Sorry, trying to get a logo down. Okay. do. Ow. I need like cramps, don't you? Okay. So I'm gonna do the next one, fall out. Hit me, little bitch. I'm gonna put my pushing gear back in. There we go. That's half a minute. Down together. Alright, now, okay, asshole. Just snug it. Hey, look, garbage. Snug it real good. I don't let that coming off. I'm gonna idle. It keeps the spring hair from flopping around. Or coming out when you jump it, which I wouldn't want to do. Not until about the spring. So, all we need to do is stick that spring there. I'm gonna go underneath and put that bolt in the axle. Give me a hammer. One of these. Or not. Like getting out and getting out. I just realized I have a little impact. Bolt in here. You need to jack the axle a little bit more. Why? Is that the bolt not going to go in? It appears that it's not still not in there. That budget can hold it. Huh. Interesting. Well, it's gonna be like this. If it flops around, hold on. Let's see. I need to tell what it says. Okay, see how this goes. There. That is okay. There's how it is. I just need a couple more inches. Going down his threads. Want to fix it now, some laters? I just need the last, like this. Now we've been bolted. And it goes. Of course, it turns. Oh, that's okay. It's sound like this. Let's put the jack on. Let's make some of these. Better, small slow again. That bushing, pluck out just a tiny bit of hair. It's still never did so. Let's see. That in. I'm gonna show you what I do with this. Once it's gonna cooperate. Can you see what I'm doing? Okay, let's make this. Easier way to do this. Job we just drop the axle right there and you put a pry bar in. You can hold it down. I'll have to do that. We will. That should be enough for our cutter. So you can get. I'll put my pliers. Oh, this means it's the way that on the I'm just to change the camera, but cut very severely. It's coming in good. Oh shit. Okay, that's not down. I'm gonna switch my battery in a sec. Let's see. It's like this. So, in. Let's see. Maybe it's down. Nope, it's not like they're I don't know, because you don't know exactly how they go in. So, I'm gonna have to like figure out. No, I don't have to figure out what to do. It doesn't mean line, I swear. It's retarded. Yeah, I have to use a hammer. Okay, there's. I had this put around. There's supposed to be a washer right here. Okay, I'm gonna 18. I'm actually gonna do it. Press this a little bit. This one, I don't really care about pushing all that. You get the suspension pressing up. You're like, no, I just want to be able to jack and lift this up so it can't see shiny anymore. And I know this is framing the axles up. I'll do that way and tighten that stuff down. So. I'm a mess. Certain mouse might come without the lights right here, so I'm not going to plug it in. Put a switch. Okay, that's good. Shock. Almost done here. Are we done until the next place? This way. Hold on, Jack, just about had it. I had to dig with it a little bit. Let's see what it's done. That's one. I just hold that for about 6. Quote unquote, my. Oh, Ollie. Flip it, flip it. Okay. Ready, last one in here. We're going. We're going. Strut. Reading sound pushing. Hey, it's a time to show you my light thing. We'll get this now. Okay, we got pushing in. I'm not going to put these on because I didn't need it. I did it on one side, we can go a lot quicker. Basically, you run this down to where it just doesn't go anymore, and it don't go into pushings. Just helps it up. That's there. Alright, that's pretty good. Okay, last but not least, brake caliper. Junk. Wrong way. I'm missing the sprinkler on these. Anyway, missing my brake pads. Actually doing alright. Oh, I can't now. We're going to fix tomorrow. Okay, so you're going to hammer again. Well, thing go get that. Oh, you go bastard. Heel over, retarded. Uh-oh. Got something fresh out of here. Inside caliber bolt. I should yeah, okay. Just make sure you damage that on the other side. You can make sure okay, that's in, so far in. This starts locked down. I see the panel down on one side. Get some stuff out of the way. I'm gonna get the big jack and press this all the way until it lifts up off my jack's in here. And then I'll tighten it down. And next, we'll start to move the jack, the stand here, and put my wheel on, move the stand, and then I'll drop it down, see how it does. So, what's it gonna do? I have no idea. We got the big jack. Okay, let's do this. Okay, let's up one side. The jack completely leave it from the vehicle. I think that's as good as it's gonna get. That bushing's in most of the way. Fire it. Okay, I'm gonna put the wheel on that side and remove the jack, and then I'm gonna jack up this axle and tighten down that bushing, and then put that wheel on, get the jack out of there, and then we'll fire it up and go for a little cruise. There, I'm in an annoying polo shirt. Perfect. Okay, got some stuff out of the way here. Go ahead and fire this bad boy up. I actually moved it a little bit. The suspension reset. I'll roll my window up on this side here. Oh, fresh pants. You gotta love that. Okay, it's a little cold, so this little pump. And then you hear crunch. Springs are settling. I'm gonna go shut the garage door. Got it up to high idle. Real quick. Oh yeah, that's great. I might not have to adjust it at all. We'll go find out. Yep, on that little sound you heard. There's the front springs resettling into their perches. Damn! See if anything falls out. Steering is a little off. I think the toe needs to be readjusted. See that bump? Oh yeah, it's great. Alright, I'm gonna go for a drive. There are my lights. I don't think they're set up right. I'll have to try them at night. I can't really see it on the ground. Usually you can see them, but probably be better if I put them HIDs in there. Well, anyways. How was the ride? Oh. Fantastic. Oh my god, it's like the front end is like rides tight now. Hugs the road and the front end doesn't walk. The problem I had when I hit an overpass, actually not an overpass, just really uneven road, I could feel this rear end just bouncing all over the road, and I could feel it twitch. So those bushings need to go, but you know, I think screw it. Just makes it so you get to drive it. So yeah, we're good. And when it gets a little bit darker, I'm gonna come out here and check my lights and see how we need to aim them. I've got them aimed up actually kind of high because the other ones were just like, you couldn't see anything. So that'll be another video.